Don't get me wrong.
She already on
We can't
fire
answer the
now?
door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Your outlet was on fire.
Hi, man. We just was walking by and your outlet was on fire. We put it out and unplugged it. We was trying to get your attention, let you know your outlet caught on fire.
And it burned up your sidewalk and everything.
Yeah, so we just unplugged it, make sure everything was okay. We gonna unplug this one too to make sure everything good.
Yeah, no, I just unplugged it from the wall.
Yeah, you have a good day and hope everything okay.
I have a dream that I would not be judged by my skin color, but by my action. That's a beautiful thing.
Right now in the past 30 or 40 minutes here that they might try to pull this interim spending bill off the floor and maybe just go with a clean bill. Unclear what that means for disaster assistance. Here's what happened. A post on X by Elon Musk sent shockwaves through the Capitol. House Republicans were trying to see if they have enough votes to pass the spending bill in the next hour or two. Musk posted that anyone who votes yes should lose their office in 2 years.
Tweets from Musk, has that complicated this?
Well, I mean, I think that there's always a lot of interest in what's happening up here, and
This is more than interest. They're telling people if they vote yes, they should be voted out.
the social media world is a part of our politics, and I think members have to expect that.
A member of the House Republican leadership told Fox that Musk is not helping. The lawmaker added that Musk has bigger fish to fry than picking a fight with House Republicans. One source said the bill is now bleeding support from the GOP. When asked how many Democrats the GOP needs to pass the bill, a senior aide replied, quote, a lot. Lawmakers who had hurricanes devastate their districts are torn.
The fact is that, look, this is a sandwich. I don't know how else to say that. We're being forced into this position. They could have done a standalone. They did this because they knew that it would put members in this position to support it. We're damned if we do. We're damned if we don't.
Now, the bill has about $100 billion in disaster relief, nearly $30 billion to restock FEMA's coffers, and there are lots of health care provisions. Jamming everything together in one bill means some Republicans will not support Mike Johnson for Speaker in January.
I mean, I can understand they want to help FEMA, and some Republicans are bummed out that they can't help FEMA, even if they don't care about the salary raise. But then at the same time, FEMA didn't really help a lot of people like they were supposed to, but that's a whole different issue.
FEMA is going to be playing a pivotal role in our shelter and services program that is poised to distribute $363 million to cities and communities in need of funding.
We do not have the funds, FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
So now that we're going to talk about actions, there is a spending bill by the government that was going to get passed. And you know they have a beautiful title and a bunch of mumbo jumbo in between. And if you read the mumbo jumbo, it's wild.
Huh?
And before they could vote for the mumbo jumbo hidden under that beautiful title, Elon Musk said, if you vote for this, we're going to try to get you out of office.
Congress is about to pass a bill that blows away your taxpayer money, but they made it over 1,500 pages long so you wouldn't read it. I did you a favor. I read it for you.
It's supposed to be about keeping government operations open and providing disaster relief aid to hurricane victims, which I'm sympathetic to. But if you read the bill carefully, it contains pay raises for members of Congress, and I'm not making this up, an expansion of their federal health benefits. It contains all kinds of special interests and pork funding, including opening up a new stadium in Washington, D.C. It renews the Global Engagement Center, which is a key node of the censorship industrial complex. And the worst part is, they didn't want you to know about any of it, and that's why they made this a last-minute jam job. The reason I'm co-heading DOGE is I think we need outsiders to bring actual accountability to Washington, D.C. So feel free to call your congressman and let him know how you feel about it.
I mean, if you're going to help people in disastrous places, I don't mind that. But I don't understand why you raise your own salary. I don't know why you're trying to help yourself under a bill that you say that you're going to help me.
Help me, I'm poor.
And now that somebody wants to make you accountable, everybody's like, Elon Musk is the bad person. I'm like, yeah, we need to talk about that. But hey, meanwhile, if you like my video, remember to like it because it's my birthday.
Dile subscribe. Es que no sé.
don't have a choice. We have to fund those. We have to fund FEMA. We have to fund our farmers.
Right. And Mr. Speaker, it's not just, so you've got a bunch of Republicans who are angry at you. They don't like this. And just in a couple of weeks, you're going to stand once again to run for Speaker of the House. And you don't need a bunch of Democrats mad at you. But you know, and this is breaking news you do not know. You know who also does not like this? Elon Musk, the world's richest man, just tweeted, this bill should not pass. The only way you're going to be able to pass it now, Mr. Speaker, is with Democrats. If you could, what's your message to Elon Musk?
Well, I was communicating with Elon last night. Elon and Vivek and I are on a text chain together. And I was explaining to them the background of this. And Vivek and I talked last night about almost midnight. And he said, look, I get it. He said, we understand you're in an impossible position. Everybody knows that. Remember, guys, we still have just a razor-thin margin of Republicans. So any bill has to have Democrat votes. They understand the situation. They said, it's not directed to you, Mr. Speaker, but we don't like the spending. I said, guess what, fellas? I don't either.
A damn liar, man. That's not true.
From what I can see online, most people are like, why is the bill so big? Make it simple. Focus on one thing. It's always like we're trying to help so many people at the same time. And because we're helping so many people at the same time by a little or whatever, nothing gets done. But for some odd reason, you did get a raise in your salary and a bunch of stuff in your direction that the people never really voted for.
Okay, no hard feelings, but I hate you. Not joking. Bye.
We got to get this done because here's the key. By doing this, we are clearing the decks and we are setting up for Trump to come in roaring back with the America First agenda. That's what we're going to run with gusto beginning January 3rd when we start the new Congress, when Republicans, again, are in control. And all of our fiscal conservative friends, I'm one of them, will be able to finally do the things that we've been wanting to do for the last couple of years. Right now, Democrats still control the pens, and that's the problem. So we got to get this thing done so we don't have the shutdown, so we get the short-term funding measure, and we get to March where we can put our fingerprints on the spending. That's when the big changes start, and we can't wait to get there.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, many times Congress didn't get things done because they want to help so many people at the same time. He responded, Republicans cannot allow millions of Americans devastated by the historic hurricane season or our struggling farmers go without the help they desperately need. We will decide with FY25 spending in March when Trump is back in the White House and Republicans control the Senate and the House. I know it sounds very beautifully diplomatic. The problem is, it's like somebody says, let me drink till March, and once we reach that moment that I'm still in the positive mood because I was drinking, I'm gonna stop.
A man drink like that and he don't eat, he is going to die.
People are not that stupid. And the fact that X and social media made people more aware of how you think and how you decide, and you can actually hear their voice, I think it's a good thing. Because you're there because of the people, right? And this bill is 1,547 pages long, and this has to be passed by Friday. Oh, man. Oh, that's so evil, man. Why? That's like, let's get married Friday. I read this stuff. I don't know, man.
Members are giving themselves a pay raise. Do you guys deserve a pay raise?
Well, that's news to me. It's good news. You know, what has it been, 10 years or 14 years and no COLA, no change at all? I think it's about time something's done.
You support giving yourselves a pay raise?
How would I not know about a pay raise?
But I mean, people look at the performance of Congress and say, why should we give them more money?
What about the media? Think about that for a second.
We're not paid by public money.
I know you're not, but I mean, half of your listeners are not there anymore. You're still getting the same paycheck? What's going on?
Well, I mean, you're taxpayer money. I mean, you guys deserve a raise.
Why would they want to read it? Because they're supposed to just make the people happy or silent as long as they get a humongous salary. I mean, isn't that wild?
Okay, I'm sorry I'm not poor.
I mean, if you're earning 174,000 and you're going to reach 243 and you're going to be like, what, 40%? I didn't know about that. I'm not going to. What about the media? I'm like, that's hypocrisy, bruh. That's like I'm cheating. What? You found out your father cheated 50 times. Why are you angry at me? I mean, it sounds that stupid.
Prevention. It's about diet, not diabetes. It's going to be very, very exciting. But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing new. The only difference is Trump was hitting the Beehive and everybody is getting stung by the Beehive.
Oh, no, not the bees!
And that is what's happening. Everybody's looking at the Beehive.
Last couple of minutes, Donald Trump has told Fox News he is, quote, totally against the proposed continuing resolution bill that has just been floated by Congress, and a lot of people haven't had a chance to read it. It's more than 1,700 pages, but that spending bill is not sitting well with the president-elect. Again, please keep in mind that the House is controlled by Republicans, so this is engendering a lot of Sturm und Drang at the moment.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
So I just find it interesting. The House is in the hands of Republicans. You have supposedly a Republican president. He doesn't like it either, but they're still trying to cram it in there. That's like a bunch of kids wants to have one more last party because mommy and daddy are going to come back from vacation. I just think my channel likes to focus on hypocrisies, and I don't care if you're left or right. I'm going to fight it.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durlo, que ta, verdetta, welcome.